not mind-boggling that with all the capacity we have as a state, with all the resources, we are unable to stop Galamsey. With all the resources we have invested. Recently, I was in the Western North region, and wherever I traveled to, glaringly, you could see people doing their Galamsey activities.
Or at least
people are passing, and nobody cares about it. So it's mind-boggling. I think that government must take the bold step, must be committed and have the political will to be able to nip this in the bud. Because otherwise, all the efforts that the ministry and the agencies are making are being derailed. You need to act now. The Water Resources Commission will tell you that Ghana doesn't lack when it comes to access to fresh water. I mean, if you have 53.2 billion cubic meters of fresh water, it means that you should be able to address your challenges. So why are we having these challenges with access to safe water in the midst of all the abundance that we have? One, Galamsey activities. I mean, the water bodies have been so badly polluted. I mean, if you take the NTU, the pollution level of the water, I mean, let me use the layman's term, it is so high.
Because of these activities.
Because of these activities, illegal mining, I mean, farming activities, sun winning. We see all these everywhere, and yet we are unable to stop it.
I think the positive thing about the current approach to how water is treated in one location and moved to another location is that there's an agreement that it is just unfair that you treat water 60 kilometers away, like in Pong. You will pass over 50 communities and bring all the water all the way to Accra. So there's a consensus that there's no way that should happen again. And I think this current ministry, they emphasize that. That at least once the water passes through a certain area, a certain radius, maybe 3 kilometers on both sides of the pipeline, or 1 kilometer, or whatever it is, whatever is feasible, should be served. Maybe if it was not specifically emphasized, it should be emphasized so that I don't just see a pipeline run in front of me and you say the pipeline is so huge that the cost of even tapping it from that side is so much to even deserve you getting it. That is over. I think the other one is, of course, the focus on this one was on urban water. The rural water components, I believe, will be a separate program. Because if you look at the initiatives that Community Water and Sanitation Agency is putting in place, it would definitely require a comprehensive package on its own, because it's a different utility. Now, they used to just be facilitators who are facilitating and helping assemblies. They're in the process of getting onto the status of a utility. I'm sure it is only up to that point that the minister can have something concrete to say comprehensively about the rural water sector. Before then, we will continue to encourage Community Water and Sanitation Agency again, that at least there are a lot of the boreholes that they drilled 10 years ago that are very high yielding, and they're just serving a few people. They should begin a process of mechanizing boreholes and extending the water to communities that are far away, or not too far away, and they cannot get groundwater. That is one thing the Community Water and Sanitation Agency can do.